How's it going, everybody? This is Craig Bush Rocks. Welcome to my channel. Well, today we're going to talk about the Nintendo Gamecube. Good old growing up with that, some memories and stuff like that. And it's one of those consoles that I vaguely remember everything about it. So it went by so fast. The good old Gamecube came out right after the Nintendo 64. But pretty sweet. I remember when I had my mass exodus of selling a bunch of games and stuff like that, I sold most of my GameCube stuff, my console, and about 85% of my games. I only kept a few of them in my collection. But at the time when GameCube came out, I bought it, not day one, but I bought it, I think, for like $99, brand new. And I can't remember if it came with a game or not, but I did buy it new. And yeah, I kept it for a few years. And my buddy Dan, he lives down in Florida and stuff like that. He was with me when I did my max exodus of selling a bunch of games, and had a trunk full of games. We had like an N64 with a bunch of games, a GameCube with a bunch of games, just everything, a Sega Genesis with a bunch of games, just to kind of clear things out. But that was a long time ago. But I've always kept certain games, but yeah, good old GameCube. But I do got another console, of course. Bought it later on down the road. Got pretty much a GameCube memory card in there and stuff like that. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I like the GameCube. But a couple of things that stands out for me, having some memories of it, is when my mom was alive. And me and my mom got introduced to good old Animal Crossing. I kept my copy of Animal Crossing. It was never complete. I ended up getting it complete later on. Like a few years ago, I got the memory card for it. But yeah, this is my Animal Crossing game that my mom played. I believe so. Because I try to remember everything. But yeah, good old GameCube. But you can see the memory card right there. But I'm pretty sure I bought this used. I didn't buy this new. Where I bought it at, I could not tell you. I probably bought it at Blockbuster or something, but not Blockbuster. It's got a GameCube cave, so maybe a GameStop or something. But so I'm trying to think if I did buy a couple of games brand new. In fact, I got one right there, of course. I think I showed it in my thumbnail. But good old Animal Crossing. It's like the first time my mom got on a game. I'm trying to get her to play a game with a console, because she's used to doing computer games back in the day when she was alive. And then she played this one. She actually liked it. And I still got my memory. I never get rid of my memory cards at all. So I will still have my mom's memory saved on probably one of the memory cards. It might be this one. I don't know. But I got a whole box full of memory cards. But yeah, it could be on that one. It could be on another one. But I have to find my mom's memory card saved of her playing Animal Crossing. That's probably one of the best memories I had, from back in the day when she was alive and she played Animal Crossing for the first time. Pretty sweet. It's probably why I got a good attachment to Animal Crossing, because of that. So I got pretty much all my Animal Crossing games afterwards. I kept on buying them. But I wish my mom was still alive to play some new Animal Crossing. That would have been cool. But yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I got some good memories of it. But one thing I can always say, one of my favorite horror game series was Resident Evil. So I know originally I bought Resident Evil on the PlayStation originally. But don't get that. Good old GameCube had the good old Resident Evil 4. And this is my GameSpot Special Edition. Got shot up. I ain't gonna get into that story, but with a little plastic BB gun. But this is my Resident Evil GameCube Special Edition I got from GameStop. I pre-ordered it. Pretty awesome. I wanted to get some horror games for the GameCube. I'm thinking, my God, the GameCube never had any horror games. Let's go with this one right here. I mean, they might have had a couple, not from, But yeah, I've always liked this one. There it is. At the time, I didn't go through the game and beat it, but now, later on, I went through the game probably about 5, 6, maybe 7 times now. But pretty cool. I like it because this is my original copy that I kept, and I've always liked it. It's like man, pretty cool. Always comes with, you know, had the good old Resident Evil prologue book in there. Got this. But what's cool, going to GameStop all the time back in the day, I picked this up too and threw that in my little tin can. Got Resident Evil 5 laser cell. I threw that in there with my number 4, so that's pretty awesome. Yes, I remember the first time playing Resident Evil 4 and get to the lake part of it, and you shoot the lake and you get ate up. Yeah, that was fun. But as time went on and more Resident Evil games came out, I slowly picked up all the Resident Evil games for the GameCube, because I was like, awesome, GameCube's gonna have Resident Evil games. So what was the next one I got? I think it was, I can't remember if it was Resident Evil Remake or Zero, but I know I bought these new when they first came out, so I did get them day one. But here's Resident Evil Remake. So I picked this up on day one, and yeah, I like it. That's pretty sweet. You know, now you buy these games, are probably up there in price, expensive. But you know, back in the day when I picked it up, it was still expensive. I mean, geez, it was a brand new game, but awesome. Then I got my Resident Evil 0. Pretty sweet. Bought that one day one when it came out. Awesome. Then I got Resident Evils 2 and 3. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I got these brand new when they first came out, or if I just picked them up later on, but I'm just happy to have the Resident Evil games on the GameCube. But pretty cool. I know I had this game originally back when I had the GameCube before I traded it in. I remember I just re-picked this one up a few years ago, and that's Die Hard Vendetta. I played Die Hard on the PlayStation, so I picked up a GameCube version. I bought mine probably used and did my mass trade-in at the time, but pretty cool, pretty sweet. Check that out. I like the Die Hard games. I think I was playing a Die Hard game at the arcade that we went to, me and my buddy Rob. I haven't got that video out yet because I got to get the interview of the guy at the arcade, but pretty fun doing the Die Hard. All right. What was another one that I had before? Oh, this one right here. When I first got my GameCube, I believe the first game that I did pick up, this is not my original copy, was this game right here, Rogue Squadron, Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. So I didn't get the GameCube day one. I got it later on. You know, I can't remember when, but my mom was still alive, of course. But yeah. But cool, pretty cool game. I played the crap out of this one too, and if I remember correctly, I did beat it, but then I rebought it again. If this was my copy, it wouldn't have. Looks like water damage and stuff like that, but pretty sweet game. I remember having it where you can fly around, and yeah, you can wrap around the deal there, if I remember correctly. And yeah, this was actually a pretty fun Star Wars game. But yeah, I remember that one. Then this one right here. Now this is not my original copy right here, believe it or not, but Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, because this was my favorite PlayStation 2 game. So I got this one later on too, I believe, but pretty sweet game. I couldn't tell you if the GameCube version is better than the PlayStation 2 version, but pretty awesome. That's probably the biggest nostalgia, just at me and my mom playing Animal Crossing. That was pretty awesome. I'm trying to think of anybody else that's played GameCube with me. Because Resident Evil was a single player game. But let me see. Yeah, I had this game originally. This is not my original game either, but I did have this game. I did play through it Summoners. I got my a game save of this one, which is pretty cool. Summoner. I think there was Summoner 2. I think I might have that in this pile here, but I think there was a Summoner 2 I had before too. But pretty sweet game. I always liked Nintendo, but I never until, let me see, what was the first console of Nintendo I bought day one? Probably the Switch. because I never bought an NES day one. I never bought a Super NES day one. Um, I never bought an N64 day one, I don't think. If I did, I don't remember if it was day one, but I did get an N64 new. But same thing with GameCube. I don't think I bought this, you know, day one. If I did, props on me, because I think I did pay $99 for my GameCube. That's the reason why I got it. But oh god, what was another one? Probably this one right here. I did have this game before, and I had to rebuy it. So I wanted this game for like any console that came out on it, and I don't think I kept any of them. I had to rebuy them all again, and that was BMX Triple X. So here's the GameCube version. I remember when this game came out, and the big deal, there was this girls in bikinis and everything else riding the bike, and we thought it was so cool back in the day. Couldn't get away with that now today. Yeah, but at the time it was pretty fun. Yeah, I got this copy at Game Changers. Pretty cool. But I know Play and Trade, when I did my mass trade, they're the ones who got all my games. I think when I traded all my stuff off for an Xbox 360. Wow. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the GameCube. I remember trying to buy memory cards for it and buying extra controllers and stuff. And yeah, lots of memory cards. The Game Boy player, the one I got right here, I got from my buddy Tyler. I don't know if I ever had the Game Boy player. I think I did have the Game Boy player back in the day. I just didn't have any games to really play with it at the time. If I did, I probably did a mass trade of those, but good old Game Boy player. Let's go through a couple of games here in my collection here and stuff like that, and I don't show all my games. So I collected over the years and stuff after that, and after my mass trade and rebuying everything. But when I talk about my memories and stuff like that, that was probably one of the best memories of playing Animal Crossing with my mom. That was pretty cool. She got to play it. Awesome. But yeah, let's go through some games here, that I got later on afterwards. And, when my daughter was born, she got to play some GameCube too a little bit. Not as much as me. She's more of a PlayStation person. But okay. I got Scooby-Doo Unmasked right here. My daughter played this game, but on the PlayStation 2 version. Boy, she beat the crap out of this game. But good old Scooby-Doo. Got some good old Need for Speed Most Wanted. Awesome. I've always liked my Need for Speed. Like I say, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 2. Pretty sweet, but awesome. These next three games I bought a few years ago. Maybe it was before COVID, I think. But I got these for like a couple dollars a piece, if I remember correctly. I got to go back in my videos and look. But I got these dirt cheap. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. To be honest with you, I had this game actually back when I had my GameCube, to think about it. And one of the games I traded in. So I ended up getting it back. And Super Mario Sunshine, I think I had this one too originally, but not this one. This one comes with the official Nintendo Power deal in there. Is it still in there? I don't know, but that's pretty cool. Good old Super Mario Sunshine. Metroid Prime. I never played this game back in the day. It's because I never had this one originally, so that's okay. But check this one out. I pulled this out of my collection. Things like, man, I used to watch this show back in the day. I remember watching it and stuff like that. And they made movies and all that. But the Muppets Party Cruise. I don't think I played this one yet. I bought it and probably put it in my collection. I had to try this one, but I remember watching the Muppet Show in the 70s. That was awesome. It's a good old Top Gun Combat Zone. I'm pretty sure this came out on everything, but a good old flying game. That's awesome. I didn't play this particular version. Yeah, I should try this one out, see how it plays. How about some good old Harvest Moon Magical Melodies? Seen on a sticker right up here. I probably only paid a couple bucks for it. I think in the store what I got it at, because it's not complete. But there we go. Check that out. I like the Harvest Moon series. I got into that not that long after the Switch version of the game came out. I started getting more into Harvest Moon. So I think I played this one, but I played an emulation if I remember correctly. Another game I did have back on when the console was out. Not had to rebuy it. Rainbow Six. I remember back at my old job, and a couple of us always liked Rainbow Six and first-person shooters, and I did get a GameCube version of this particular game. And I've always thought the Rainbow Six was pretty sweet, and so was my other friends. And, you know, when they played it, Rainbow Six. When's the last time they actually made a Rainbow Six game like this? In a long, it's been a while. But here's a pretty cool one. I recently played not that long ago on emulation, and was Turok Evolution, which made me want to do this GameCube video thing. Anyways, besides the Animal Crossing was Turok, but pretty sweet. I wanted to pull this one out. It was just buried in my GameCube games. I wanted to play this one, so yeah, I got it at Disc Traders by the looks of it. This one I never had back on the GameCube originally. I've actually never played this back originally when it first came out, but that would be pretty cool. But when I did the emulation, I just wanted to see how it played. It played pretty decent, so I want to try the GameCube version. When I was talking about the Pitfall games on Atari 2600, there's some games out there that has Pitfall and Pitfall 2 on it. This is one of them. I bought this one a few years ago trying to find games that had Pitfall on it, and that's how I found out, and there's some of them that had it. This one's got Pitfall and Pitfall 2. This is Pitfall Lost Expedition. But pretty sweet. So if you got a GameCube, if you want to play all the Pitfall games, I guess this is one way of doing it. But that's pretty sweet. And I seen that, I was like, oh, okay. I can't remember. I remember picking this game up. This looks alright. Trying to remember where I picked it up at, because I only paid $4.99 for this game. But pretty cool. Here's a game that I didn't pay very much for, and it's gone up in price. All I need to do is put this into an original GameCube case, and I got a very expensive game here that I paid probably $1 for. That's Piglet's Big movie game. Yeah, right here. This one's got a horror-related section that people finally realized what it was, and so 2024, I believe, and this game shot up in value. I don't know if it's went down yet, but yeah, it's complete. It just don't got the original GameCube case, which I can swap it out for this one. And I'm not going to sell it, though, because I want to keep it in my collection. Yeah. Why this game is so expensive, it's beyond me. But then, last game I'm going to show, I got a whole bunch more GameCube games. I actually accumulated a pretty good collection of GameCube. Probably my GameCube collection is bigger than the one I had when I first got the GameCube and before I did my mass trade-in. So I accumulated more GameCube games. So yeah, I got a bigger collection now than it was before. But this is my original copy of this game right here. The reason why I know this is mine, because I played a Casper game on the PlayStation, and that was pretty awesome. And then this game came out, and I picked it up. I didn't pick this up brand new, I don't think, but I did pick it up new, but where I don't remember. But Casper Spirit Dimensions, pretty sweet. So yeah, I like this game. I don't think it was as good as the PlayStation 1 version, but it was still pretty decent. I think this came out on PlayStation 2 too, so I think I have it on that. So I've always kept on buying these Casper games when they were coming out. Well, pretty sweet. So yeah, some good old memories of the PlayStation. Just talking about good old memories of the GameCube. Pretty awesome. Yeah. like I said, it wasn't the biggest system, for collecting for me back in the day, because I only had a few games when it first came out. But yeah, that having that memory of playing some Animal Crossing with my mom and stuff like that, that was pretty cool. Yeah, let me know. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Comment down below. Let me know if you played the GameCube back in the day. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have, because it's a pretty popular system to collect for. Let me know how nostalgic you are for that system, because a lot of the generation of people that do watch my channel probably grew up with the GameCube. So yeah, other than that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and yeah, share the video with anybody else that wants to see. I gotta get ready for work, and I'll check you on the next video. Bye. Fun times, everybody.